Dragon's here!
Prepare yourself.
Incoming!
You're on fire, Kratos!
Ah, another crystal. Best hold on to it until we can figure out what to do with it.
The Hildgrave's battle that grave will provide.
Carving. Looks like Yari and Summer were here too.
Another ingredient around here, brother.
Mimir, tell me more of Yari.
After leaving his family, he wandered the realms in search of something unnameable. But in all his wondrous travels, nothing satisfied him. Until he met another wanderer in search of something similar. Unnameable. He was called Somar.
Let us find the final ingredient.
Lad, I've been trying to envision how Thor and Sif came to be such better parents to Thrud than they were to Magni and Modi. Here's how I imagine it. Let's pick this up later then.
Looks like we can land over there on that beach. Up there! Back!
We will find a way up.
Behind you! Look out!
This way.
Oh dear.
The boy.
You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! It's back! One more to go! Good hit, brother!
Good idea. Getting hot.
Here is your hourglass.
Thank you. Now I can leave for Volkvanger.
A question first, brother. You wanted to make this valley your home. What stopped you?
I remember this valley. It was on the brink of devastation when I found it.
Was it a crater like you see now?
No, but the town was in shambles. Shattered glass, broken buildings. There was no hope to be made here.
Did you see what caused the destruction?
A battle. Thor and this woman with red hair. They tore through the town. The rage between them was terrifying.
Thor was enraged. I'm not surprised.
No, the warrior. She was furious and fought like it. Thor was drunk, sloppy, but she was drunk on something else. Rage. It was out of control. I saw her fury with every swing of her axe. That battle destroyed this land.
These stories, I have known Faye's anger, but never to this extent.
We hide the parts we're ashamed of, brother.
Mom must have hated Thor for what he did to the giants. Maybe that's why she did what she did.
She took part in the destruction of this valley. That would take a rage I thought her incapable of.
Perhaps you and Faye had more in common than you thought.
We both had secrets, but that kind of anger, I never saw Faye in that light.
Even the brightest among us carry darkness, brother.
dragons here!
Prepare yourself.
Incoming!
You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass!
Go for the throat!
Down! Can't do anything while he's on that pillar. Above you, father! What about your spear? Draugr, on the left!
Oh, he's on the other one. Should have seen that coming. Above you, brother!
Funky leaf!
Quite a dragon slayer you are. I've half a mind to write a poem about you.
Do not.
Haklangr the bearded! Break your bow!
The nerve! Invoking Lyra after what they did.
What's Lyra?
It was a peaceful kingdom, full of artists and poets, but it fell to ruin long ago.
And these berserkers were responsible.
Them and their accursed King Hrolf. What little blood I have still boils at the thought.
Did you live there?
Let's just take this victory and move on, eh?
There is no need to shoulder this burden on your own.
Admittedly, you're shouldering the brunt of the work here. Let me worry about the emotional burden. Did I ever tell the two of you how I made a small fortune in Asgard? Once, Balder arranged for every archer in the city to open fire on him. He took bets on how many arrows could be lodged in his body until the sheer weight of them made him fall down. Ha!
That's awful.
Oh, no. He was laughing the whole time. And mine was the closest guess. 446 arrows exactly.
That's horrible. Better not tell that story in front of Freya.
Yes, lad, because I've suddenly taken leave of my senses.
Just saying. Look over there. Another of Garm's round tails. Lassa! Rifa! 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 Last. Almost got it!
Find the rest. Aye, brothers?
Atreus, follow me.